Hello, I'm Can and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall with the Dvar campaign. Now last time we managed to strike a pretty hefty blow and conquer the Amazon capital of Savendel as well as take out their faction leader, pretty much sending the last city here and possibly just that city actually. The fact that was the final bastion of the Amazons after us and they are now a defeated force, which leaves our heroes here, Inessa and Boris, to march on down towards the Throne of Communion, which has been our sort of main objective the war, as well as provide cosmite to fuel the weapon. Now that does count towards the assembly over here. However, things have taken a slight turn where they're not particularly fond of us. Again, or they've at least stopped sharing vision, so I'm a little I'm trying to prepare for this. We've had the Dvar come across again last time, and we managed to hold them off in a pretty glorious siege battle once more, but defeating the Amazons actually gave us this army. So we've got 3 trenches, a foreman, and 2 bulwarks. That's a pretty strong army. You see they're not upgraded yet, but with the energy costs and everything, it's on the way. And we also do actually have max influence, so we need to do something with that. However, that's... Actually, I'm going to move the Kiko here just so they're added in, but it's a pretty solid force. This is a decent defense now, especially with more trenches on the way, because trenches have been pretty much my lifeline for carrying on this campaign. So, without any more delays, we are going to march over towards the Throne of Communion. What I do want to do, however, is swap this out slightly. So I'm going to drop these 4 pustules. So let's get them here. Oh, okay, let's... how about we just sell everything for that little bit more energy, just to push us along. And I'm then going to grab... not you, I will actually grab you soon, though, however. Grab 2 of these, stick them in here. So we've got 2 trenches, Destroyer, Plague Lord, and our heroes. We'll stick them together, and they can pretty much be the team that holds off or secures Savendel for the time being. I am thinking of pushing up to take Fullenduin and then cut across here, and we'll sort of lead a 2-pronged attack, or at least gather and strike as one larger force. But for now, we're going to focus on the Throne of Communion, and let's have a look. Our hero has upgraded, so let's give you Christina Palin. Where are you from? Were you my hero up here? Where on earth did you get to? Are you this hero? You are this hero. Okay, I see. So he had some sort of combat. Okay, some sort of vehicle, I assume. So let's give you. So I want to give you rotary cannon, to be honest. And I'm actually going to start to put points in towards you having the piloting at some point. So let's give you vitality and Deadeye, just to kick you off, because this rotary cannon isn't that bad actually. So decent defense, and in fact I'm going to check you out quickly. Yeah, we'll make sure we've got all of that going, and in fact I'm going to push you up before there. The energy seems to be okay, but we're going to keep this going on. There we go. Who's this? Inessa has leveled up as well, so let's give you modular extension, shall we? And I also think we'll get hold of... let's get Incentivize, I reckon. Yeah, we'll get Incentivize. Confirm that. So we have another slot to give them. So we'll see what we get. I'm thinking possibly... Xeno... not that one. We'll have a look at what we can get. We've got some tech on the way. So for now... oh, okay, Boris as well, seems. Marvellous. So let's get you Steady Aim. And let's get you Range Specialist as well. And I think that's everyone if we keep us all here. Oh no, nearly everything. So let's keep you generating energy. Might as well grab that. Bidaxil. You've got a lot to do. Let's get Reactor Core, the Recreational Dome, and the infrastructure with the turrets. And I think that'll... yep, there we go, that'll do. And we can proceed on with the mission. Alright, so we've got Dawn of a New Union, which is fantastic. We're going to get the... which one's this? Kinetic Phase Modulator and Shield. The shield's going to be very useful with standing any further sieges against our capital city. And what's this? Superior Engineering. Every Cosmite node is increased by 20%. Okay. Colony Militia have an additional 10 health. Turrets of 3 armor. In addition, defensive colony structures and colony militia structures cost 30% less. Yes. Yes to both of those. And, you know, they could well be one of our last 2 of the 3 doctrines we activate, because those are pretty good, especially that turret one in particular. If the Dvar want to keep throwing themselves at us, then That's going to be pretty good. But let's push into the Throne of Communion. Okay. Can I not interact with this? Annex the throne. Okay. Uh-huh. Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's have a look around here then. Keep checking out this little region. You've leveled... You're in here now, so let's get you in the army. So we've got 6 and 6. I think you'll be fine just getting some energy for me for now. And we do have 200, so I'm thinking... maybe we actually get some slyfish in the works. Get a siren. Let's get a hunter. Maybe another spawn. There we go. So we've got a pack of 3 slyfish. Just there to help lend their aid. They are pretty good since their sonic attacks will just rip through armor completely. And it's only really countered by shields. So that I don't mind at all. It's probably going to take me a little while to build that up. I'm just wondering how I can grab this. Okay, so am I going to have to wait for a city? It does seem like that's the case, and if that is, where can I build it? Colonizer. Oh yeah, no, we're going to have a little while to go yet, so that's okay for now. 4, 8, 12, 16. So we have kinetic force manipulation now.
I prefer the elegant, clean kill, but when you're outnumbered, they refuse to surrender, and I have the right weaponry. Well, that's when it's time to turn the whole enemy line into something my grandma would call chunky salsa. Enrique Garza, Vanguard Sharpshooter.
Brilliant, so we've got the kinetic phase modulator now, which basically bypasses 4 shields and ignores 50% of the accuracy penalties from line of sights and units in the way, plus an additional 20% damage. That's going to get stuck on our snipers. Boris and Inessa are going to have a field day. And I think right now I'm going to push for the excavations division for the tanks, since we didn't really get to have a look at those last time. So let's have a look. Let's give Inessa the kinetic phase modulator. There we go. Boris, how about I take that off you and just give you that and that instead. There you go. So he's not going to be as supportive, but it's going to be pretty decent still. Can I grab anything from there? No. So we have annexed it. It's just we need the population really to just kind of explode and give us focus on 8 turns. So we need 24, do we? Okay. We'll say no to you for now. Colonizer. So it's the Cosmite that we're currently lacking. Alright, well let's annex that for the city. I think we're looking fine here. Yeah, it does seem that. So what if I give up release this sector? 1, 2. That's a tricky one, mostly because it's positioning, so I don't know if it will jump. So what I'll do is I'll release this one. Yep. And possibly release this one as well. So we can kind of take these 2 sectors that we had open for these, Fate's Reward and the Throne. We'll see if that does work. If not,
available for priming.
Then I guess we'll do something else with it. But let's grab the regenerative infections. Brilliant. And we'll crack on with a little bit of exploration. So Pavdopol, there we go. We'll end the turn. I'm still unsure about the assembly right now. I'm hearing things going on. Okay, they've taken out that again. Fair enough. Right, let's have a look. Can we grab anything? Not yet. We can have a grab Fate's Reward, so I'm going to grab that actually for the Cosmite. Yep, and then we'll go here. Remove the Void Storm. And we did get
infiltrated.
a Siphon for 200. That's a little bit annoying, but it's what it is really. Let's have a look. Nothing's going on here. We can annex another sector, so let's grab Blueberry Bay. Oh, in fact, actually, hang on now. Hang on a minute. I bought that. I can grab the fraction. It's going to make me do a Void Storm, however, that's perfectly okay. So we're grabbing you, and I think once we've grabbed Fate's Reward next turn, we can get hold of... There we go. We can get hold of the... let's get you down here. Move away from that. Let me finish the sentence. We can get hold of the Throne of Communion. There we go. So Dunkers, that's already got a neutral thing on it, which is unfortunate because of that, but I think we'll grab Buccaneer's Quay just to secure this kind of line here. So let's see if that's going to give us that. We need to keep an eye up here.
Operations primed and ready.
Let's grab a monitor and throw it back down. So there is something in Kasiminov already. And I think I'll grab hold of the Sleeper Xenomes next for that bit of damage. Alright, now we can annex this. Here we go. So I think we'll finally figure out what's going on behind the scenes of this planet. You can build that. There we go. Savandel. Let's build another energy sector for me. Yep, that'll be fine. By Daxil, another Hydro. I think for right now we can wait and see what happens, really. There we go. So it's a little bit of a turn skipping, a fair bit of it, but here we go. Now that we control it, we should see to investigating what directs the communion. I doubt this ritual will be safe for the likes of us. We should prepare for the worst.
Objective completed.
Fantastic. So we have the drone deployment module repair, which is fine. And now we can initiate the communion. Interesting. I think I'm going to actually bring over these guys, just in case. Just to make sure. And we have superior engineering now.
The highest achievement of Dvar society is to build something of lasting value and permanence. Torek Noor, Wall Architect.
Alright, so we've got the Cosmite Collection Program, which is what I'm going to push for first, maybe. We are getting 40 a turn, so maybe not. Fortification efforts, most definitely, actually, so especially the Operation Effectiveness, we can grab that defensive one, because that's just going to make us an absolute nightmare, even more to deal with. So what I'm going to push for is a Baron, and I don't actually have you upgraded, do I? No, so let's grab the Baron here, and let's modify him. So definitely Rail Accelerators, Kinetic Phase Modulate for 20% more damage, and how about we give you some Flechette rounds? There we go. We'll save the template, and we will just start producing one, I reckon. There we go. Oh, no, there we go. So, that's one Baron on the way. And let's check our doctrine, or our strategic operations, rather. So I think I'm going to grab the land torpedo next, and we will begin... initiate the communion. Alright then, well let's go. So next turn, we'll see what that leads to. The final preparations are in place. Prepare yourselves, brothers and sisters. I doubt this will be pleasant. A powerful presence can be felt on the minds of all present at the communion. An alien presence coalesces in the shape before their eyes. A new voice requests an audience, yet it stands in the place of the faithful. You must have questions if you have contacted me this way. The Empress, you are behind all this? The Redeemers? The Council? It was you who pulled their strings. Yes, young one. I offered the Redeemers a gift. They serve me faithfully as a necessary tool in this war, as do your council. That is what we are to you, tools. You once ruled the Union, countless trillions of souls, all of whom loved you, and you used them as a miner would a pick. Sacrifices must be made. Core ever tightens its grip on the remnants of the Star Union. Its servants came for this world, and they will come for yours. The Council serves me so that Core can never enslave the Dvar again. Join me. Prevent the tyranny of Core from taking hold of all people, or refuse and perish. Well, from what I've gathered so far in this sort of story and kind of in the Revelation stuff, Core is kind of a bad thing, and I don't think we ever want to be enslaved again, especially after the history of this particular consortia. So let's, we'll join the Empress Carmina, or Carminia. We will accept your offer. The Star Union's rebirth is paramount, and from what I have learned, Core clearly cannot be allowed to control us again. I should have known your kind could not be trusted. My estimations warned me. Core will rule this paradise. Behold my creation. Behold the proton coil. Witness that even gods may die. That weapon. Zelezo, if you truly want to see a Star Union free from Core's grip, that weapon must be destroyed. Prove your dedication, Inessa Zelezo. Destroy Claudius Proton's abomination.
Objective completed.
Oh, okay. I'm actually going to sell that. And we have to destroy the proton coil. Interesting.
War has been declared on us.
Yep. Okay. Now, does this mean that these guys are okay with us? I don't know if they are.
If I had my way, all Dvar vehicles would be some form of tank. Schooled Orvik, arms smuggler.
Brilliant. So we now have our excavator tank with the demolisher cannon, a ram, and defensive flamers. So let's grab this, and we're actually going to push to the... What's this going to do? It's biospore purifications. It heals the target and removes all effects. Healed for 50. What's this one going to do? This affects its food, doesn't it? And heals, yeah. I think I'm going to push for advanced launchers for the creeping barrage and guidance missile delivery. Just have some fun with that. You look absolutely evil, and you've got the S-Tech Fang as well, actually. Let's go for it. Why not? Why not? Let's have you lead us. Where did you go? And I'm actually going to send him down this way towards the Kirko. And we can actually get him some troops. We'll make him some troops. Why not? Get some frenzy going. Yeah, you can keep carrying on with that stuff. You're my enemy, I think. Let me just double check that. Claudius Proton. War's been declared with you, yeah. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to make of that, in particular. So let me try and get some peace with the Dvar quickly, since we are meant to have been friends. Offer a truce. Nope, so it does look like the Dvar need to be wiped out as well. Right then, well, let's get these guys all upgraded. Marvellous. We can't give you the Iron Ball yet, that's okay. In fact, I kind of want to start modifying a new one. But that's quite okay. So we've got a solid defense at least that we can respond with. Krasnodev's got a full garrison. And hopefully we can soon get the operations ready. Idle colonists, really? Okay, well let's put you onto happiness. Let's take you off food and put you in happiness as well. We are going to have to ride actually, which is unfortunate, but nothing we can really do. So how about I start pushing up towards the Dvar then? We'll get you up this way. And we'll see what happens with Claudius here. There we go. Right, well, how... Alright, yep, so we failed that.
War has been declared on us.
Okay, I'm sure he declared war on us before, but that's okay. So let's just go back then. Felt like a bit of a wasted turn, but oh well. This is his
Operations primed
faction
and
leader,
ready.
so I'm going to hit him with the sleeper xenomes. Do have parasitic infection, and I think I'm going to save the other one. Nah, let's drop it on. Let's hit him with a land torpedo. There we go. So he's lost 20 to 40% health. I am going to go grab the sleeper xenomes again since it's instant and prep that. And no, I'm not, because I'm going to want to have some energy for abilities. So let's go and fight Claudius Proton himself. This is very interesting. So we're going to have to deal with the Dvar, who are technically our allies now, or at least the council we've joined with the council again. I'm not too sure what to make of it, but we'll see. So let's push up here, and we have a nice little standoff with our old-ish tense allies, I guess. Let's run here. The only worry is that they're gonna start hitting my lowest cities and really cause me some grief. But with the armies we've got building up, I think we'll be fine. So let's run you over here and incentivize you. I'll run over here and incentivize you, since you're going to be probably the two first into combat, and I'll stick you here. Right. So let's get Inessa and Boris pretty much into Overwatch positions already. Push our troops up, and you can go here. And then you can go... put you here actually, just so we're not blocking the way. Marvellous. And our Plague Lord can kind of just hang about. Lovely. So they're all going to be in regeneration range. The Echo Guard are going to do some nonsense with that. Alright.
Operations available.
So it looks like they're kind of pushing out their healing at the moment, which isn't too bad. We are going to slap these guys back, however, which will allow our trenches, our foreman rather, to go absolutely crazy on blowing them up. In fact, you can finish them off.
Enemy destroyed.
Perfect. Well, our trenches can now focus fire on, I believe, the originals. Although you don't actually have any line of sight, so... There we go. And we're just out, so what I'm going to do is a bit cheeky. Actually, let's just keep creeping them forward, I reckon. Yeah, we'll focus fire on these two.
Enemy
Marvelous.
annihilated.
And I'll just start pushing up my Plague Lord to give them a little bit of grief. There we go. Alright, so it was the trenches I moved up instead. That wasn't... Okay. That's alright. We'll keep them there. Not to worry. So instead we'll just move them up then and we'll just take a shot at these forces here. Let's use an ability. What should we use on them? I'm thinking kinetic vectoring field actually on this little group here. So we can show it off. So the mass damage can be greatly reduced on these guys now. I'll heal up. Yeah. Or they can hit us with a dimensional rift. That is also a thing. That's quite okay. So let's stick you here. And let's knock you back. So you're staggered. You're in there safe. And I guess we can just open fire on you now. Oh really? One more? Right, well, there we go. And we'll start taking out this... hello, nice crits there. So we are going to start focusing down on this... Oh, what's it called? What's your name again? The Rift Generator. That's the one. Alright, so let's get our Plague Lord onto you. I almost had you actually, so let's see if we can get you...
Enemy down.
Marvellous. We can get you with this one. And I'm actually going to move our trenches back one, just in case it falls on us.
Payback.
There we go. And we'll slowly crawl Borison and Ezra forward, while taking some pretty hefty damage at Claudius. I think it's that rail accelerator as well. That's the damage we're doing to him. That's a bit crazy. Right, and let's just drop a shredder bomb on him. Fantastic. So we kind of hit him pretty hard there. Alrighty, so let's finish you off, Claudius.
Enemy hero killed.
I don't know if he was infected with the parasite already. I did see some like this green fog on his body, so we'll have to see. No line of sight. That's kind of annoying. Right, well let's run you up then. And I'm going to incentivize. Let's run here and incentivize the destroyers. Can I incentivize the destroyers? Really? Okay then. Well, let's incentivize Boris and have him run forwards, while our troops can start to push up and try to engage this Rift Generator. So that teleporting is kind of annoying. Yeah. Alright, let's keep pushing up. Come on. So I guess this is one of the downsides to having just many trenches, is you don't have the proper damage to really chunk something off like this. That's annoying. Right, let's end the turn. See where it goes.
A comrade has fallen.
Not a problem at all. We can rush over our Plague Lord, and you'll be right as rain. Fantastic. Except this is so annoying. Right, let's try and finish you off with this. Or I can misclick entirely and just send him completely the wrong way. Alright then. Never mind, for a quick victory. Let's run you up then, and we'll finish you off.
Enemy killed.
There we go.
Our forces are victorious.
Well, that was lucky. So we also got 2 new pustules, which are just going to come along and join the army with us. So let's start marching onwards. You've also leveled up, so how about we give everyone a bit of... Well, I'm going to give you specialist. Incentivize. Yeah, I'll do. Because incentivize is pretty handy. So let's give you kinetic phase modulator, and I'm going to swap this out for the rail accelerators next turn. Fantastic. Keiko, yep, you can come across the waters. In fact, I should have really sent these guys after you, shouldn't I? In fact, you can go with them. Brilliant. So we've got... You get in there. There you go. So we've got a Psyfish army. We've got a nice group here, ready to defend the home, while Boris and Inessa march upwards. And in fact, I'm going to bring this army along to join them. since there's no real need to keep them there once we've secured it. So let's close you. Trenches you hold. And we'll begin our march up towards the Dvar. Though I do now need to watch the east as well. And let's have a look at what I can grab. I did hear something this way. I think we'll be okay. So let's have a look. Let's grab Smuggler's Pass. Just to be a pain. And we can now start marching upwards. So I think we're going to hit the Dvar pretty hard with this kind of army. And I might as well actually just use these guys to scout. So we'll hit Eye of the Cosmos. And I think we'll take it bit by bit. Or we could try and rush straight to Kasiminov. I'm not sure yet. For now, do you know what? We might as well actually do that. That won't take us long at all. 9 turns. How long will that take? What will that take? 155? Yeah, we'll do that. Alright then. So we've got our main army here. We've got 2 armies, and we're now doing the thing for the Psyfish, which is just in time. And let's get you over here towards your own people. You... Oh, no, hang on. You can actually start moving over. So it'll be quite a frenzied, heavy army, but to be honest, it's Kirko. As much as I love the bugs, they are chaff. They are just chaff. So let's just keep generating some... Actually, you grab that for me. There we go. I want another turn. So not some bad progress today. We've managed to pretty much get the Altered Communion. We've found out the truth behind what's been going on with our people. Or why our people have been treated such. And we've made the choice to join them. Which makes sense, you know, nobody wants core back again. Especially after they pretty much ruled us with an iron mechanical grip. And I am going to go for... How long does that take? 10? Right, we'll go for this one for the Cosmite and the Happiness. And the Doctrine we're going for will be the Fortification efforts. I believe that is the right one. Yes, it is, right. Because that's just going to make all our turrets and our troops just that little bit harder to kill and to dislodge. Which is, for Dvar, is exactly what you don't want to have to deal with as an enemy. So let's stick you in here. So one more Kirko, and that'll be fine. I'll get around to modding them up in a moment. I just want to make sure that everything is fine. And let's actually get an Unleashed in there, just in case. Spice things up a little bit. But our army right now is going... We're going to have to cross this little bit of water. Okay. That's fine. Well, next turn then we'll be over in their lands. I'm going to send the Pustules up ahead to scout. Looks like they've got something here. So let's
Operations primed and ready.
throw a monitor down. Take a look. There we are. Yeah, they've got some Psyfish forces here. So you can keep... Just hang about there. That's fine. There we go, yeah. They're now... Wow, they really did not want my Pustules alive. So their hero here... They look to have already been in some battle, so... That's okay. They were just scouts, and we can easily get them back. So... Oh, onto the land we go. Now, I do need to be careful, however. I think we'll be okay like this. I should have kind of tried to push our forces that way. In fact, if I go here... There we go. We'll sit here. I think we should be okay. So we've got you, and I'm actually going to get another group on the way. So we'll get some hidden there. We'll push up a Transcendent. There we go. Sianisk. Yeah, produce the elite facility. So I just need to be mindful of anything red along this way, which so far doesn't seem to be the case. We were just energy siphoned annoyingly, but we've now got advanced launchers.
Military contractors love to sell bombs without targeting systems. Every bomb wasted is money in their pockets. By deploying the new targeting upgrades, we've already saved our colony a heap of treasure. Dvar, Dovor, Financial Auditor, Municipal Munitions Account.
Great, so we've got the guiding mechanism. So increases the range of explosive attacks by 1 hex, and their accuracy by 20%, as well as 20% extra damage. And the creeping barrage. The artillery rains fire on a 1 hex radius, dealing 15 explosive damage with high impact. This triggers at the start of each turn for 3 turns, and the radius is increased by 1 hex per. So if they're kind of hunkering down at their city, or in a little area, we can kind of force them to have to move along. So let's start pushing into the Plague Lord mutation, because I really want to start getting hold of those guys. And I know we've got the anthropologic research as well. Ooh, okay. We'll have to be careful with that, since these guys are a lot slower. And I wonder what I can give you. No, in fact, I'm going to remember to focus on these guys. So let's give you that. But instead of this one, what happens if I give you this? You get a little bit more dangerous. So let's just upgrade all the bulwarks. Why not? We'll give you that. And instead of, say, the Iron Breaker, we give you the delivery. See, a little bit of range. So we'll go for that. Since I don't think the assembly are going to be as effective or as resistant to the explosive stuff like the Dvar were. So that's fine. Let's get... Actually, let's work on Operation Effectiveness again, so we can start getting another Doctrine out.
Primed and ready.
And let's keep ending the turn and carry on. Right, you keep building all of this for me. There we go. That's going to keep you busy for a little while. We've got his army growing up here, so just in case we need it. So it does look like we're going to have another siege on our way. But we are going to make sure that we're well defended and prepared this time. So that's you sorted. That's this army upgraded. Same for you, in fact. No, you should be okay. And I was going to give you that and the rail accelerators. Just to make you a bit of a bugger. There we go. And it's the same for you. Yep, you're fine. And the Scyfish. I'm not sure what I want to do with the Scyfish yet. Because you only get very few abilities. But for now, I think that's going to end up this episode. We've had some really good progress. We finally got to the Altar of Communion. And pretty much found out what was going on. And as I said before, we've now got a very clear path towards wiping out our Dvar enemies here. So let's have a look at his leader here. So his leader's here. So as soon as we wipe out Kasiminov and we're in a decent enough strength, we're pushing straight to Volyesk and pretty much wiping these guys out. So a ton of new territory. And then we set our sights on the Proton Coil construction site. Now luckily we aren't timed for that, else I'd be in a bit all up in the air. I'd have to cross over and just pretty much rush everything before the thing goes off. But thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed and looking forward to seeing the conclusion of the Dvar in maybe a couple episodes or so. But we'll see. But until then, goodbye.